champion on your case, man. I love how all the girls move their body. And when you move your body, you don't move it nice and sweet and sassy. Alright? Woman, you're cute, and you don't need no makeup. Original cute body makeup on model. Woman, you're cute, and you don't need no makeup. Original cute body makeup on model. Woman, physically fit, physically fit, physically fit, woman, physically fit.
Doreen, you want to dance with me?
Physically fit, woman, nice.
No.
Nice.
Not real good at that. Haven't had any sleep today.
Woo! Everybody's loving it. They love your dancing.
I like to move it. I like to move it.
All right, I'll let y'all for now.
You like to
Move it. All right, everybody. Are you ready to move it? Move it. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Move It Money. I realize my light's a little messed up here. Let me fix that. Looks like my top of my head's getting light. Nothing else is getting light. Anyway, good evening, everybody. So good to see you. I see folks popping on. Once again, I'm going to ask you guys to do me a favor. In the comments, of course, be sure to tell Charlie that you are here. Let him know, because sometimes if you haven't given Facebook permission to see your name, then they hide it from us because, Facebook controls everything when it's on Facebook. And of course, that's also going to have some effect on our upcoming meetings coming in April because Facebook is making some changes. We're going to talk about that a little bit later, not tonight, but as we get into March about some things we're going to be adding, adjusting, doing so that we can still get together like this and chat and talk and learn. And when Facebook won't let us do it right here in Facebook, the way that we're doing it now. In the comments also, guys, go ahead and tag your friends. Go ahead and say, hey, guys, don't forget it's Move It Monday. Because you know what? We love coming together. And even if we're not all in the same room looking at each other's faces, I'm seeing you. I see every single one of you. When you come on and I see who came on to the screen, I can see like that you're showing up, and then I can see your comments and everything. And so that makes me happy. It makes me so happy to see you here because that means that you are ready to grow your businesses. You're ready to take hold of it and make big things happen. So super excited to have you all here tonight with us. And I'm going to go ahead and start with our quote for tonight. Let me switch this to this one. There we go. And it is, don't be pushed around by the fears of your mind. Be led by the dreams in your heart. And I want you to think about that and think about what that means, because we are wired as human beings. We are wired with this, what they call fight or flight. You've probably heard of that. And it comes back. It's what they call, it's our gut instinct. It goes back to the Stone Age days when we were programmed so that we either were going to fight to protect ourselves or we're going to take off and run because, maybe there was a tiger there and he was bigger than us and we didn't have a tool that could hurt him. So we would flee. But what has happened over time, as we've gotten through life here, we have a tendency now to react to that fear, that flight that we had back in the Stone Age days. For anything, we've almost programmed ourselves to be that. That's our response: to be afraid, to be to hold ourselves back, to be limited, to protect ourselves from anything that could be harmful, which means the word no, which means someone not showing up and we take it personally. We've gotten to this place where we think of everything as being something to be afraid of instead of looking at everything as something to embrace and utilize. Because that's really what the fight part of our fight or flight is. It's recognizing that I have to fight for what I want. I have to show up and dig to get some food. I have to, go hunting to be able to feed my family. All of those things are programmed in us as well, but we've let the fear piece get so much bigger in our brain. And I'm not going to get into the neuroscience piece of it, guys, but our brain has all these different sections. And when some of them become inflamed, they get bigger. They take more control over the way we think. We have to reprogram our brains. We have to get back to what we do, why we do it, and how we do it. And we've got to do it with intention. That is one of the key things. And that gets to our drive as well. So with that in mind, I want to talk to you a little bit about something that I think is a really important thing. And that is your why. And your why is that reason that you want to do what you do, that you get up every day. It's your purpose. And and our Tupperware business is a vehicle that lets us live that why, lets us live that purpose. But the thing is, we have to really get back to what that is. And so oftentimes we don't take the time to do the work to dig for it. We kind of think of ourselves, well, I'm a mom. Well, I'm a Tupperware lady. Well, I'm a nurse. Well, I'm a wife. Well, I'm a spouse. Well, I'm a carpenter. Whatever we think of ourselves as things, okay, masks that we are, but we don't really think about the why of what we are, what our purpose is. And there's a saying that's the two most important days in your life are the day that you're born and the day you understand your why, because you want to know, why am I here? And that's really the important one that we want to get to, is our why. Now, there's a great book called Find Your Why by a guy named Simon Sinek. And I'm going to share with you just for a moment a quick little excerpt from something that he did on YouTube. It's a short view of what it is that he does, and we can go into it more. We can have a little lunch and learn and talk about his book, because it's such a great book. But it really does get to that why, finding your why. And the point of this is that when you know your why, when you dig in and you figure out, this is why I'm doing what I do, and this is how I'm doing it, and this is, what I'm doing that's going to help me make that impact in the world that I want to make, then we can be more proactive. So let me get this over here for us. Let me see over here. There it is. Yep. Okay. And share. All right. And go.
Find a friend you love, and one of those people who, if you called them at 3:00 in the morning, they'd take your call and you would take theirs. Don't do this with a spouse. Don't do this with a sibling. Don't do this with a boyfriend or girlfriend. Those relationships are too close. But find a best friend and ask them this simple question: why are we friends? And they're going to look at you like you're crazy, because it's very hard for the human brain to put our feelings into words, because the part of the brain that controls our feelings doesn't control language. This is why we use metaphors and analogies, and why we struggle to tell people how we actually feel. It's because it's a different part of the brain. And so they're going to look at you and be like, I don't know. Why are you asking me this? And you say, come on, I know you've been there for me my whole life. And then you actually stop asking the question why, ironically. You actually ask the question what. You say, come on, what specifically is it about me that I know you'd be there for me no matter what? And they're going to hem and haw, because it's hard to put into words. Don't help them. Don't let anybody else help them. And they're going to start describing you. I don't know. You're funny. You're smart. You're honest. You've always been there for me. You go, good. You play devil's advocate. Good. That's the definition of a friend. What specifically is about me that I'd know you'd be there for me no matter what? And again, they'll hem and haw, and some will get through this quickly and some will get through it slowly, and it'll be a struggle. And you have to continue to play devil's advocate. Good, that's the definition of a close friend. What specifically is about me? And eventually they'll give up. Eventually they'll stop describing you and they'll start describing themselves. Like my friend said to me, Simon, I don't know. All I know is that I can sit in a room with you. I don't even have to talk to you. And I feel inspired and I got goosebumps. In fact, I'm getting them right now. They will put into words the value you have in their life, and you will have the emotional reaction. You'll either well up with tears or you will get goosebumps. This puts you in the ballpark. This is where your why lives. And if you do this with multiple friends, they will say the same kind of thing. In fact, sometimes they'll say the same exact thing, because your why is the thing you give to the world. And amongst your closest and best friends, it is the space you fill in their lives. So that's a fun little way you can find your why.
Okay, so the simple answer, hopefully from what he said, you got the idea of, how do I find out my why? What is it that I bring to the world? Because it is a hard thing for us to figure out, to think about, what makes me special? What is it that gifts and talents have been placed inside of me from birth that it's up to me to pull out? That's my gift to the world. We were given the gifts by God. And now it's our job to bring that out into the world. But it's hard because we've got to do the work to figure that out. But the reason I bring this up is because once you understand that, once you know your why, you know what it is that you have to give to the world, and you also know why you want to give it to the world and how you want to use your Tupperware business to allow you to do that, then you're going to be much more motivated to get up every day and do the work in your business to really make your business successful, because your business is the vehicle. Remember, this year, our word is about drive and putting yourself in the driver's seat and taking control and moving your business in the direction that makes your life better, the life for you, the life for your family, the life for the people around you. This is what is so important, because we're not just selling bowls. Sometimes we think, oh, I'm just, I'm selling Tupperware bowls, but what we're doing is we are making a difference in the world. We are changing the world. We are changing the world one person at a time, one household at a time, one day at a time. And when we recognize the power that we have to do that, and that our Tupperware business gives us the means to do that, then it makes it a lot more exciting to get up every day and go to work, to do the things we have to do. It's why I stand here, having done this for 43 years and just getting up every day, same excitement and ability to do it, because I know what it means to know your why and to be able to share that. And I want this for you guys as well. And so tonight we're going to talk a little bit about some things that you can do, to really help you grow your business. The why piece, you're going to have to do some work on. I'm going to post in the comments later tonight some more things that you can go and listen to with Simon Sinek. That's his name, Simon Sinek. And I'll put the title of the book if you want to go read, if you're a person like that, if you want to listen to it on books, on tape, you can listen to it. But guys, it can be really profoundly special for you, because it will give you that extra trust in yourself and that extra inspiration in yourself to go out there and do it. So this is by the General Colin Powell. He said, a dream doesn't become reality through magic. It takes sweat, determination, and hard work. So once again, our dream is connected to our purpose, our dream of, and how we are going to use our why to make these things happen. And we have these big dreams, but they're not going to happen if we don't do the work, if we don't put the time in, if we don't put the sweat in, we don't put the determination in. And that means we have to have the skill sets, and we have to continue to build our skill sets so that we can do these things, so that we can get better at what we do. It's okay to mess up. It's okay to get no's. It's okay to stumble and fall backwards, as long as we get up and put our feet back on the ground and move forward. The old Chinese saying, you fall down 9 times, get up 10. It's the same thing in our business. Get 10 no's and, get a yes, get 10 more no's and get a yes. It's all about doing the work. That is the key. Now, in the comments, guys, I want to know, what is something that you have told yourself that's kept you from being able to take that, to move forward? Maybe it's, I don't know this, or I don't know that, or no one's ever shown me how to do that, or I get I don't know all the words to say, or whatever it is. Tell me in the comments, what's the thing that's holding you back from doing more in your business? Maybe you think it's time, whatever it is, put that in the comments, because this is some of the things that, we want to be able to address and talk about as well. But one of the key ones a lot of times that comes up is that we're like, I don't know who to talk to. Sometimes I hear that from folks. Not all my friends and family, they don't want to buy anything from me anymore. And that's why we can't just rely on our friends and family. It is important that we're constantly building our contacts and adding new people to us. And there's kind of a process that we do. Lead generation. You hear that word a lot. That's about gathering names. Okay, leads are just names. If you go to a vendor event and you put out a little thing for people to sign their names on and give you their phone numbers, that is a lead. There's nothing going to happen to that unless you do something with it. It's just a piece of paper with a name on it. On Facebook, you got 1,000 friends on Facebook. Guys, there are nothing but leads. They're not going to do a thing to help you until you dig in and connect a little closer. And that's what prospecting is. Prospecting is taking all the people that you come in contact with, all the leads you come in contact with, and siphoning them down, kind of moving through them to make them into your customer. Prospecting is like a gold miner going out and he finds a bunch of rocks. Now he's standing there and all these rocks are there and they're not going to jump into his thing and say, I'm the piece of gold. He's got to pick them up. He's got to look at them. He's got to wash them. He's got to crunch them. He's got to dig down a little deeper to find the ones that maybe are going to be the gold nuggets, the customers, because that's ultimately what we're working for, is those customers that are going to become our host, those customers that are going to become our next consultants, those customers that are going to buy from us. And all of those things, the party, the recruit, the purchase, are going to put money in our pockets. And so when you think you don't have anyone to talk to, you don't have anyone that wants to buy Tupperware, I'm going to call you on that. And I'm going to say, you're wrong. I'm going to say, you haven't dug enough. You haven't prospected enough. You've got to do the work. And I have someone here tonight with us. She's one of our amazing leaders on our team, and she is a master at prospecting. She has picked herself up several times and has a lot on her plate. And I'm going to let her tell you a little bit about her story and how she grows her business and adds new leads, because she lives in a very small town and she could be sitting here saying, just like so many people, all my friends and family are all Tuppered out and there's nobody that wants to buy Tupperware in my area, but she doesn't. And I'm going to get her to share with you a little bit about what she does. So guys, give a big welcome to Doreen Pelletier. Hello, Doreen.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear
Okay.
you great. And I'm going to leave you here all.
Okay. All right. I'm Doreen Pelletier. I've been with Tupperware for about 3 years. I was invited to a party that my sensei, Karen Edwards, was the consultant, and it was a childhood friend that the person holding the party was a childhood friend. So I got to talking to her to see how it was going, what she was, what kind of benefits she was getting, blah, blah, blah. And so then I decided that I would myself have a party. And then during my party, which was going great, and Karen, my sensei, Karen Edwards, talked me into becoming a consultant. So when we started, it was my sister and I, and we would do these live, our live presentations were hysterical because my mom was living next door. She would call us continuously through the whole thing. My sister always made a Jell-O mold. Everybody commented on how funny they were. So we just had a good time. And then she stopped doing it, so then I took over. My husband's in the pantry. You can hear him. I was a nurse since 1996, and then my mom lived next door. She ended up in a nursing home a couple years ago, and my husband, being the good guy that he is, told me to stop working, and we moved my mom into my house and been taking care of her ever since. So then that's when Tupperware, I got more involved with it and started, making money. But like Marcia said, there's always the times when you're going to fall down and get back up again and fall down. And right now I'm down. My mom fell a couple months ago and she's getting better, but it was rough. It was right before Christmas and it was hard. And, with the elderly, they never bounce back to where they were prior to. but things are stabilizing. So I'm just right now in a rut of sorts, trying to get myself back up. I am going on vacation next week, so that will help. I need to reset and regroup. I won the travel voucher, the $750 travel voucher a couple months ago, and we are off to Hawaii next Wednesday. So it's a well-deserved, well-needed vacation, and I need to just start resetting and regrouping and getting it together. So one of the things, I'm going to talk about some of the things that I do on a monthly. Sometimes they work great and sometimes not so great. Number one is make sure everybody you know knows that you sell Tupperware, whether it be friends, family. Facebook is huge. I don't have a huge amount of friends, but I do know a lot of people. One of my sons is in the 30s age group, so they all know, and that's a good age group that you want to get into. They're all, doing their homes and whatnot, but make sure everybody knows that you sell Tupperware. Your Facebook page, your VIP page, but your regular Facebook page, very important. I do put sales out on that, not all the time. Maybe I should do it more often, but it is important to every now and again play, just do even just a little meme. I'm your, do you need a Tupperware lady, blah, blah, blah. Word of mouth is huge. And also, just everybody you see, whether it be in your schools, whether it be in the gym, in a grocery store, everybody needs to know that you sell Tupperware. Wear your shirts. Always, 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 if you don't have catalogs or if you don't have brochures, always have your business cards with a QR code on them. When you go into the grocery stores or the pharmacy or whatever, more than one, they all have those bulletin boards with business cards. Put yours front and center. Just, if you have to move a couple around, do it, because somebody else is going to be moving yours eventually. Front and center your business cards. Leave your catalogs everywhere. Doctor's offices. In the front of the grocery store, sometimes they have the magazine thing placed. They have like those car books or whatever, real estate books. Throw one there. Public restrooms. Costco's perfect. That's a busy restroom. Leave your stuff there, especially when modular meats are on sale. Everybody buys in bulk. Always have your cards. Always be prepared. I try to grow my VIP group at least once a month. Towards the end of the month, I'll put something out there to invite, the members of my VIP to invite friends of theirs to join the VIP group. And they will go into a drawing for the people that invited them and a drawing for the new members. And I do it towards the end of the month because then the new sales will come out and you want to hit them immediately with all the new people. And then you want to do a game or a raffle or some type of giveaway. You want to keep their attention. So I do that every month with my VIPs. Even if I just get 5 or 10, it's more than I had the month prior. Another thing that I do is, I don't know if I would imagine everybody has it, but there's all of the groups, the town talk kind of groups. I looked at all the surrounding towns, and I always put a blurb out there when the new brochures come out, especially when the new catalogs come out. A lot of them only allow you to put business information out on Mondays and Thursdays. A lot of them bounce you off because it doesn't meet their protocol, but there's a million of them. Look through those, look through all the groups, the town groups, see if you can become a member and see if you can post, because I've gotten a lot of people through those little town things. I got somebody, in fact, this month, it was actually a New Hampshire town, which I didn't realize somebody invited me to join it. One of my hostesses invited me to join this group because somebody was looking for Tupperware. And so I joined it, and then I posted on that. And then I did get a message, was it last week, maybe the week before? And she wanted to do a catalog party or Facebook party. I talked her into doing a Facebook party and a catalog party, but then she talked about a home party. But she's in New Hampshire, and she was like, oh, she says, because she's the admin of the page and she couldn't understand how I got on the page. But whatever, I got bounced off the page, but she was a contact and she's going to do a party. So all's good with that. But that's huge. And, I mean, if you have to, I mean, I have no problem myself if somebody wants a catalog and to mail a catalog. I know that we have to pay for them, but sometimes you have to spend money to make money. So however much it's going to cost me to send out that catalog, you'll get it in return with an order or with a party or a referral or whatever. So, do that. If you have to put them in people's mailboxes, do so. Like Marcia said, I do live in a small town. We have, I want to say probably 3,400 people in our town. And I would have to say that everybody in this town probably knows that I do Tupperware, and I'm the only person in this town that does. I do parties for people in the town hall. I mean, everybody knows. Everybody knows. I have a farm stand next door at my sister's house. I do pop-up parties over there, or just, private sales. So, I mean, you have to get your name out there. You have to get your business out there. And, you are going to get a lot of no's. I get a ton of no's. I mean, this has not been a very good month for me. It hasn't been but I have to say, I have not put the work into it. And I know I haven't put the work into it. So that's why I have to, like I said, I'm going to take my vacation, going to reset and get back to it when I get back. Also, I always have the, when you go to the grocery store and you have to use your own bags, always use your Tupperware bags, the blue ones. They're awesome. I wish we can get those, Marcia. It would be great if we can buy more of those. But always use your bags, always have a logo somewhere, whether it be on your car, whether it be carrying your water bottle, whether it be on your t-shirt, and just, talk it up. It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Exactly. And I think what the things that I loved about what you said, I mean, number one is you have to be visible. You have to show up, and everywhere you go, you want people to know, that you sell Tupperware. You're not hiding from the public. And I love those ideas about putting your, like, it sounds kind of old fashioned, but people still look at that, the business cards on a bulletin board at the grocery store. Those sheets of paper where they'll have the tear offs with the phone numbers on the bottom. You could do one of those that says Tupperware and has your phone number on it. I mean, those are some things that just like will reach people you don't know. I love carrying your bags to the grocery store. That's such a simple thing. They did have those canvas bags today on sale, which are a great heavy duty bag you can take to the grocery store. And you never know, we might have some more bags coming up that you can earn as well, that you can use to go to the grocery store with. You can use having your catalogs with you everywhere you go. These are so important also just to have. But I also liked what you said about, on Facebook, because there's a lot of people, who have VIP groups, and they kind of, they kind of live in their VIP groups. And the thing is that your VIP group is people that they're already your customers. You're not prospecting in your VIP group. If you want to grow, your business, you've got to get new customers. And the way you get new customers is prospecting. And that's where, like you said, jump into these other groups. And, I always say, better to beg forgiveness than ask permission sometimes. So, you go into this group and you post and your information's there. And then if somebody says, no, you can't do it here, then you're like, okay, sorry, I didn't realize it, and you just go somewhere else. Same thing. If you go to the grocery store, take your business cards, and somebody said, I don't have business cards, then order some. Vistaprint gives us discounts all the time. Get your business cards, have those. Use your mailers, order some extra mailers this month, put your name on them, the flyers, and carry those with you. Park in the back of the parking lot. And as you walk up to the store, just stick your cards or things on people's cars all the way up. And that's another way of getting it out there. And one of the things that I think is really important, I'm not sure if you had said you did this or not, Doreen, but like when you're putting your catalogs, and especially when there's a catalog change, if you have old catalogs, this is a great way to use them. Put those in those magazine holder things at the front of the grocery store, for the realtor things. And attach a coupon that says that they get, you know, to contact you to place an order and they get 10% off their order or something like that. Or free shipping off their order, you know, because it's a way to get them to call you and place their order with you. But these are some great ideas, and everybody's loving these ideas that you've shared with us, Doreen. So go have a wonderful trip, a well-deserved trip. You worked hard and you've earned it. Now go rest and then come back and let's go explode this business. All right. So thank you so much for being here with us tonight. All right, guys. So as we're coming into these final 2 days now of February, this is put the paddle to the metal time. This is when I'm going to ask you all to pull your pants up to your waist, you know, above your waist. And so, you know, so like roll whatever it is, roll your arms up, roll your sleeves up, pull your pants up, put your running shoes on and go to work. Because there's so much we got to do in these next 2 days. We want 100% activity. I sent a text out earlier today at 3 o'clock. We have started a 48-hour challenge. Everybody that hit submit is going into a drawing for some special stuff. So we want to make sure that everybody's in that. So you want to make sure that you are getting that, you know, you read your text, and if you didn't get it, then reach out to me and I will get it to you, because it should have gone to everybody, unless for some reason your phone number is incorrect in the system, which means you won't get it. Or if you have blocked any text coming from me, so you won't get it. But it went out to every single person. And it also, we're really pushing for this big activity for a great drawing of things. We also are wanting to share our opportunity. We have this amazing digital opportunity for $15 for someone to open an account and start making money. And so much of our business today is done digitally. So, you know, and for people who don't have the money right now to invest, because once again, several people said, folks said they want to buy stuff, but they don't have any money. Well, now's the chance for them to make some money so that they can buy the Tupperware that they want by opening a Tupperware account. For $15, they can open an account. They get a free website. They can start selling that day. They can start making money that day. You can help them by holding a launch party, reaching out to your director or manager to get them to help you get that party started, get that business launched for that person so they start making money. You start building a team at the same time. And you're on the way to adding more streams of income. So the digital opportunity is only available just for right now it's only available until Wednesday. We're hoping if we've done well with this, they're going to allow us to continue it. And really what we're here trying to do is help people live better lives by using the Tupperware business to make money. This is how we want to position it, that it's all about helping them to start a business where they can make money. We have the 4 other kit options that they can select from if they want to. They're all going to be there when they go on to sign up, so they get to make that decision for themselves. Plus, we have, I'm going to come back to what's in it for them. But so for you, what we need to do is to start talking to people. And to do that, you've got to create your story, your commercial. One of my friends posted a picture the other day of of getting her first Tupperware car. It was a picture when she got her very first Tupperware car. And she wrote a little blurb. It was basically her 60-second commercial, but she just typed it up and put it on Facebook. Why did I say yes? She was like, I was at a Tupperware party. I was looking for a way to make, the Tupperware lady asked me about, giving Tupperware a try. I wanted some more products, so I thought I'd give it a try. I discovered I could make money real quickly, and I was able to get this beautiful company car. And then she kind of talked about some of the things that had happened and what she was looking forward to next. So it was like a little short paragraph, maybe, 6 sentences, and a picture of the car and a picture of her family and a picture of, her cabinets with all their Tupperware in it. And then of course a picture, because I think with the family. It was like a vacation picture. So it showed that she was making money. It showed that she was earning rewards. It showed that she was getting her Tupperware. She posted that. And out of that, she had several people comment wanting to know, because she said, you know, let me know if you want to know how it can work for you. And she recruited 4 people from that this month because she did that. She actually has done a couple of them with different things about that. So this is something, your 60-second commercial can be something that you say in person to somebody, like, why do I sell Tupperware? This is why I started. This is why I stay. This is what I'm looking forward to. But you can do it on Facebook. You can do it on Instagram. You can do it on TikTok. You can do it anywhere that you are. And that's going to start the conversations. And so I'm going to help you start a conversation. So I want you to do your why start your commercial. I want you to put that out there on your personal page. But I also am going to give you something to use. Now, you've only got 2 days to use this. This is going to go until till Wednesday. And this is what you're going to post. I'm going to post this in the comments for you to use. My business later is giving away $300 Tupperware. Who wants in the drawing? You're going to post that picture. When you post that picture, you're going to use these words. Now, it's very important that you do it exactly this way, because this is the way it's going to work. My leader is giving away over $300 Tupperware, and you can win it. No purchase required, no commitments. Comment below to get the deets. Okay, so you can change that word. You can say comment below to get the details. Comment below if you want to know more. But my leader is giving away $300 Tupperware. You can win it. No purchase required, no commitments. Now, when they comment, because they want to know how they can get in the drawing, you are going to say, you're going to acknowledge it. You're going to say something like, got it. I'm going to send you a message, or check your messages. I'm DMing you. All of the ways that you say to somebody, I'm going to send you a personal message. Do not say anything more than that on the page, in the chat, in the comments, okay? Because you don't want to spill the beans. You don't want to give it away. You're just getting the interest. Remember, we are getting leads. The leads are the people who are commenting. We are going to prospect by saying to them, check your messages. That's going to create a relationship going on with you. Then you're going to message them, and you're going to say, let's get you registered for the drawing. All you have to do is have a quick conversation with me about our Tupperware business. No obligation. You wait. If they don't message you back, then you can say, you really don't want to get in the drawing just by chatting with me for a few minutes. They don't comment. It's okay. Check. Move on. We don't care. We're not giving them, giving it away for free for nothing. We're giving it away for free for letting us give them the information. So you keep doing this. The goal is to keep doing it until you get people to say, sure, I'll listen. And then what you're going to do is you're going to talk to them, not vomit on them, not post 15,000 different reasons why they should sell Tupperware. You're going to ask a couple of questions. Get your pen and paper, write this down. Couple of questions you might ask them is, great, I'm so glad that you've agreed to talk to me. Okay, I'm so glad you want to know more. You want to find out about them, guys. This is the thing. So you want to say, do you how many children do you have? If you don't know them well, if you know them and you say, I know you have kids, how many and what age? Or you can say, am I correct that you work at the hospital? Find out a little bit about them, about their family, about what they do for work, about what they do for fun. Just kind of ask a few questions so you know a little bit about them, because that's going to help you know how they can do Tupperware and how it will work for them. Another thing that I like to ask them is, I want you to humor me. I want you to play with me and pretend that you were considering selling Tupperware. What are the questions that you would want the answers to? Think of the power of that. I want you to pretend that you're going to sell Tupperware. What are the questions that you would want to know to make a decision? Okay. Because that way you know what they want to know. That's their hot button. What are the things that are important to them? You can also say something to them like, there are a lot of reasons people start a Tupperware business. For some, it's flexibility. For some, it's making a little extra money. For some, it's replacing an income. For some, it's being able to get Tupperware at a discount. For some, it's being able to get rewarded for the gifts that they do. For some, because they can get cars and they can get trips, and they can be able to literally earn a six-figure income. And of course, they make lots of great friends, and there's free training. Of those things, what are the two that seem most important, would be most important to you? So you use it as a conversation back and forth, and you can type this thing. You can just, have it already pre-typed, so you can just cut and paste if that's what you need to do, but not all of it at one time. You ask a question, you let them answer. You ask a question, you let them answer. You get a dialogue going. Once you have answered the questions that they're interested in, they want, can you make money and how much time do you work on it? Because the most important things people want to know is, how much time does it take? How much money can you make? What does it cost to get started? And what do I have to do to get started? Okay, so those are the things people want to know. So you got to cover that. This all can be done in an interaction in less than 5 minutes, because I do it all the time. So I know this is all it takes. And then you're going to say, we have several ways for you to get started. Would you want to start with a full demonstration kit? Or do you think you'd rather just start, virtual and build onto that? And then that tells you where to put them. Do they want it? We have a digital opportunity right now. It's only $15. It's a really great way for you to get started. That you only invest that, you get a free website, you can start selling right away. We have a $49 option for those who want a little bit of Tupperware, so you can have something that you can do a great little quick demonstration on video or in person, one-on-one with your friends, and you get some catalogs that you can share with people. If that's something you like, plus you can host a party of $500 and get that for free. And then you can say, and we also have these great demonstration kits that you get like at 75% off the retail of the product. So you guide them that way. Then you always, when you finish, you say, okay, thanks so much for listening to what, if they're not interested or, whatever, you've got to that part at the end, you're just going to close by saying, based on what you've heard, okay, this is another one, write this down. Based on what you've heard, how do you feel about what Tupperware offers on a scale of 1 to 10? With 1 being, there's no way I would ever do it, and 10 being, sign me up today, and you can't say 5 or 6. And you wait. Because if they say 1, 2, 2 or 3, it means that they aren't completely no. 2, 3, 4, they're not completely no. They have some questions. You can still convince them. You can maybe date a party with them. If they say 7, 8, that means that they really like it, but they're afraid of something. You got to dig a little deeper. What's the one thing that will keep you from being a 10? If they're anything over a 6, what's the one thing that we need to get you to a 10? That's going to move it on. When you've done this little talk with them and you've got that, and you find out what's the 2 best things that they heard about what they heard today, whether they want to do it or not, just, what are the 2 best things you liked about what you heard? Then you say, okay, great, I can enter you in the drawing. I'm going to give you the link. There's a thing you go in. You're the one who fills it out. You put your name in there. You put their name in there. You have their contact info, but that's so that if they win, I can send them their gifts. But it's going to ask 2 questions. It's going to say, what were the 2 things that they liked the best, and what was their answer? And then that puts them in the drawing, and they're going to get $300 of the Tupperware. Now, if you recruit them before Wednesday, you're each going to get a logo tote bag that you can go around and show off your Tupperware with, and 1 lucky duo are going to get bags stuffed with Tupperware as well. So you have everything you need to go talk to people, to convince them to give Tupperware a try, and let's see what's happening. Okay. So we've got this great reward for them. As I said, they can get with their first $100 order, they're going to be able to get the silicone bags for $20. When they have $250, they're going to be able to get the retail credit, and the retail credit for the $75 free Tupperware. And when they have 500, they're going to get the 175. Plus, we have a brand new program that is launching next month, but anyone who's recruited this month participates in it too. So they're participating in both of the ones that, the silicone bags for the $100. So they do that. And they also then would get the Vent and Serve. They do the $250, they're going to get the $75 free Tupperware, and they're going to get these beautiful, clearly elegant bowls. And if they do the 500, then they're going to get the $150 credit, plus they're going to get another free retail credit. So that means they're going to get huge amounts of Tupperware for free. And then guess what? Next month they get to do month 2, and the next month they get to do month 3. So it's a super sweet deal for somebody to say yes today, tomorrow, to get started, to put that first order in right away. You're going to get these great rewards too when they put that $100 in. You're going to get the water bottle, and then the second recruit, you're going to get the utensils, and the third recruit, you're going to get the Ultra Pro. Plus, we have our 2-week sales challenge that when you submit 500 for these last 2 weeks, you're going to get a $120 surprise pack for just $20. And you also have an opportunity with your $1,000 in sales to get the Clearly Elegant at the $2,000 in sales. You're going to get in or 2024, you're going to get your logo on gift. And at $2,500, you're going to get that fabulous Micro Pro grill for just $20. Say what? It's crazy. All right. Coming up in just 11 minutes, we have our M&M's Millionaire Mindset to help you make money with a millionaire mindset at 9 p.m. Tonight's special guest is Holly Williams from Golden Opportunity, and she is going to be talking about the host gift special we have coming up next month, our beautiful That's-able tower, and how you can use it to grow your March paycheck. I know you want to watch this because I know you're going to have a fabulous, going to book lots of parties and make a big paycheck in March, because that's what we're here to do, is to make money in Tupperware. So closing out tonight, reminder that if you want to get a logo t-shirt, we are going to be finalizing that. We're putting going to be mailing those out this week. We have some extras. If you did not order a logo t-shirt when we had the order earlier this month, you can do it tonight and you can still get in on it. We have the t-shirts, the short sleeve t-shirts, and we have the hoodies. So get your orders in for those as well. So closing out with our our quote for tonight: know your why. This is the driving force behind everything. So it kind of goes like all night long, like we said, don't let your fears keep you from being what you want to. Connect with your why. Let your why be the driving force behind everything that you do. And by doing that, you'll put the effort into it, you'll put the determination into it, and you will see your business grow. I am so excited about what this business holds for each and every one of you. It has been a wonderful, wonderful life for me, and I want it to be a wonderful life for you. So together, we are going to make big things happen. I just have this feeling. I had a chance to spend time with our brand new CEO. She is so motivating. She is so exciting. We are headed for big things in Tupperware this year, and I want you all going with me, because together we go to the top spot. Together, by taking other people, we go to the top. Let's do it together. Are you ready? If so, in the comments, let me know you are ready to grow. You are ready to make big things happen, and you're going to work like crazy the next 2 days so that we can have that great close for the month and welcome at least 10 new people to our teams before Wednesday. All right. So let's do it, guys.
Move it. I like to move it. You like to move it. Woman, you're cute and you don't need no makeup. Original cute body make a man mad. Woman, you cure. And you